you. Welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. It is, in fact, Epictober. It started. It's our biggest, craziest month of the year. What is that?
It was just like, yay.
Yeah, but let's tell the kids at home, yay. Why are you shying away? What's going on?
Nothing.
It's a little weird to me.
You know. Don't be weird. I'm not being weird. You're
This year we've got epic giveaways, epic stunts, and much, much more. In fact,
It's gonna be an awesome one.
that's incorrect. I've legally changed my name to Kevin Epic Pereira. So there you go.
I'm just Candace Bailey.
You could be October, Bailey.
I'm Candace October. That doesn't work. Candace October Bailey. It just doesn't sound the same.
No.
I'll just stick with Candace Bailey. We're coming to you live from the G4 studios in Los Angeles.
On the old show today, everything explodes in slow motion. When Jessica Chobot checks out the amazing Phantom camera and uses it to nuke eggs, break glass, and drop Mentos and Coke. Oh, that's fun. Then actor Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead will be here live to talk about whacking the undead in season 2 of the hit zombie show.
Yeah!
I should be more specific. Whacking the undead with a machete. Perverts.
Thank you for clearing that up.
No Euro grip here.
Plus, we check out Skydrift and the hilarious. What are you doing?
Nothing. Checking the time.
Were you doing something to my boobs?
No, it was for me, not for you.
And the hilarious hack and slash RPG, the baconing and indie game. I don't know what's going on.
I was demonstrating Euro grip for the kids at home.
Okay. And things get jiggly when our movie critics rate the Donkey Dog videos. And an all-new edition of At the Booties.
High five, Candace. What is it? You're gonna have to tell them now because now they just think your elbows are broken.
I can't lift my arms up because I'm getting laser hair removal in 2 days. And when I do, it looks like this.
Yeah, there you go. It's like you're smuggling chinchillas across the border. Is what it looks
there's not
like.
much there anyways, but I just get a little self-conscious, so
that's okay.
it has to be like half.
I'm glad we could all call attention to it.
You call attention to it.
I did. That's not all. This weekend, I actually went to the Occupy Wall Street solidarity protest in LA to show you guys what the mainstream media isn't covering. So, from armpit hair to protests, you'll see my report later in this very diverse show.
Get ready, internet videos.
We're going around the net. Number 5 today, we have proof that at least one window washer is doing their job way too well.
Time to open some doors. The wrong way. That's pretty badass. Hurts.
That's badass.
What are you talking about? He broke a glass wall with his face.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, that guy wasn't gonna let something like a glass wall stop him. He walked through it with his face. He had places to be.
What, like the emergency room?
Yes. No. Actually, no. Don't listen to her, glass face person. Haters gonna hate. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not hating.
You're hating.
I'm
You're
not
straight
hating.
hating.
I ain't a hater.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, that sounded urban. That was real street.
You know me, urban. What?
That's wow.
That's me, urban.
If I had a 10-foot pole, I would run 10-foot pole. I would run screaming from it right now. That's wow.
And number 4 today, furniture.
Oh yeah, furniture. Meet the epic chair. Wow. Epic indeed. I remember when I got my first video editing program too. Those were fun times.
Well, that's one way to add a little spice to your used furniture ad on Craigslist, isn't it?
It sure is. I'd rather see it used on like the casual encounter section of Craigslist, to be honest. Because you could do like a Wangus shooting some lightning. I'm signing up for that. You know what I mean? Use some video editing tricks.
Or
A nice
star wipe.
That would work as well, yes. Today's number 3 is a video from Russia, but it's not a guy drinking antifreeze or a guy falling down after drinking antifreeze. It's a little different.
Instead, it's a video of the most epic street band we have ever seen.
Yes. Yes.
Amazing! Love it.
You know, when society descends into a Mad Max-style chaos, and it will, believe me, and we all split up into roving, marauding tribes, scouring the desert for gasoline, whatever the hell happens, I call dibs on those guys. You know what I mean? They're in my posse.
Can
Dibs.
I also be in your Road Warrior gang?
I don't know.
Please,
Well,
please.
how good are you at throwing a boomerang?
Can dance?
Well, you know, in the post-apocalypse, that might actually be entertaining, you know?
It's hard in heels, though.
Or we could just sell you for car parts. I mean,
Kevin, no.
the point is, yes, you can be in my group.
Yay!
So let's focus on the positive. Not that I'm selling your body for an alternator. I'm just saying, focus on the fact that you're in my apocalypse
You can't
gang.
sell me.
What? Oh, okay, lease, whatever you want to call it.
I don't like you very much right now.
Did you before?
Nope.
Thank you.
And at number 2, a reminder that horses aren't really that different from humans.
Yeah, for example, just like humans, horses sometimes get a little drunk before getting frisky.
It's in! Yay, me! Move out of the way, John, I'm getting porn! Listen to this person! He's about to pass out! He's passing out!
I'm surprised that got so many views. All my sex videos are exactly like that one. It's true. Someone's screaming, usually excited that it got in, and then there's a lot of laughter. Typically, I'm being restrained with a rope as well. But usually there's only one horse. So I guess maybe that makes the difference. Okay. Whatever.
Still ahead, see the scariest bathroom in America in our number 1 HD.
Don't act like you've never been in a room with a horse and a night vision camera. Okay, but first, we sent Jessica Chobot to a junkyard to use the slow-mo Phantom camera. Watch it.
Our intern Kyle has volunteered for a slow-mo slap. That was a little harder than I thought. I'm sorry.
Drive through my hometown, it's like spray paint and flaming barrels.
Well,
That's
that doesn't
all it
mean
is
that
right
you
now. I'm
are.
basically from a wasteland.
Kevin's claiming that he's street right now.
Raised on the curbs, kids. You don't even know how it was. Suburbia! All right. And at number 1, we have a video that will scare probably girls more than boys.
Because in case you weren't aware, girls need to sit down to pee. No. Yeah, exactly.
Frankly. That is the last time I poop at the International House of Spiders. Never again. Name should have been a giveaway.
Okay.
Quite frankly.
All right, but before we all freak out, isn't a spider bite how Spider-Man got his powers?
Yeah, but if he bites in the ass, then you have to sling webs out of your poop chute. Nothing heroic about that.
But it looked pretty cool.
When you're swinging from building to building, yeah, it would look a little hilarious. Yeah.
Pew!
Is that what your web sounds make?
That's what a lot of sounds make. Pew! Just don't even, it doesn't mean anything, okay? It doesn't mean anything.
What?
You're looking at me like that.
Well, you are going pew and doing this out of your butt, so I was asking for some attention.
But like if you were dangling from your butt and swinging from...
I smell a green screen bit.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. That's fun.
We'll get Kirsten Dunst to make out with you. To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/around
Around the net.
No, that was all right. All right. What a fickle crowd. Get your pitchforks. I didn't let you say the URL. Why don't we appreciate some art? Not that that wasn't pure art right there, but
The art of the booty.
Welcome back to At the Booties.
Yeah.
You know, car hops have some of the best amateur booty displays anywhere, and San Diego usually has perfect weather, but Tanya here is making it rain. Check out the exhaust system on this model, Bill.
Yeah, look at that rear. You know she ain't passing the emissions test.
Yeah. Booties sometimes put a tear in my eye too, Bill.
My wife left me.
Oh.
Yes, she moved out a while ago. But it's over now. And who could blame her? I spend all my days looking at other women's booty, and I should have been home slapping hers.
Well, Tanya here couldn't cheer up Bill, but I'm going to give her 4 slaps for trying. Now, you know, you may not bounce into another relationship, but this prime cut of booty meat is putting her cheeks together just for you, Bill. Does she do anything for you?
My wife did everything for me. Oh, I really up, Pat.
Well, maybe she's just going through a phase.
Oh, no, I asked her not to go. I told her I loved her. I leaned in to kiss her, and she slapped me.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. For now, the balcony's closed.
Unless you want a spoon with a broken-hearted old man. In that case, come on up.
boy, that took a turn.
It did.
All right.
Can't afford big name video games?
Well, Indie Games is here to help. Hey, the economy is broke, but that doesn't mean you should go broke buying video games. Luckily, we have a few indie games that will be gentle on your wallet. You want a game where you can dive right into some high-octane action? Well, we got you covered with Speedrunner HD. This indie game is a jumping, sliding, swinging, full-throttle race against time. As Speedrunner, you sprint through levels as fast as you can to defuse a bomb set to explode. While hauling ass through the stages, there are limitless ways in which to reach the finish line. But to win gold, you'll have to skillfully mash some buttons and have some creativity. As fun as the single player is, the game gets addicting in multiplayer, where up to 4 people can race against each other, grab power-ups, and zip through the map as fast as you can in order to stay ahead of your friends and the screen edge of death. The impending doom of elimination will have you and your buddies squealing like girls. At least, we were. Find Speedrunner on Xbox Live in the Indie Games section for $3, or you can play for free on the web. Now, speed runs through levels can be fun, but if you prefer to blow stuff up while you race through exotic terrain, then check out Skydrift. This aerial combat racer features multiple race modes, unlockable planes, skins, and multiplayer for up to 8 people. The objective is simple. Shoot down anyone that gets in your way to first place. A variety of power-ups and speed boosts will help you mow down your opponents. The maps are set in a variety of scenic locations like Alaska, the Grand Canyon, and Hawaii, which provide a picturesque backdrop to the aerial carnage. Skydrift seems to find the perfect blend of airplane racing and dogfighting. For $15, you can download Skydrift on PC, PlayStation Network, and Xbox Live. And finally, Death Spank is back once again in The Baconing. In this third installment of the franchise, you must guide Death Spank through Spanktopia in order to find the Bacon Fires. Once there, he can destroy the Thongs of Virtue, which in turn will destroy the evil version of himself, Anti-Spank. Like its predecessors, as ridiculous as this sounds, playing the game is even more ridiculous.
You there, girl!
I'm a boy.
I said boy.
The Baconing can be described as an adventure RPG with both puzzle and hack-and-slash elements. Roam the zones of Spanktopia collecting different items and weapons to thwart the cyborgs. The graphics and gameplay are spanktastic, but what we enjoyed the most was the dialogue.
Really? You don't seem like a dancer.
Taste justice for only $15 on the PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, Steam, and Mac operating systems. Why pay $60 for a video game when you can spend $15 or less? I think indie games just solved the economic crisis. Oh my God, we did it! Protest's over. Still ahead, the feed has details on tomorrow's big Apple announcement. Will the iPhone 5 be revealed? And will it work on the Sprint network? Well, probably, but you'll find out.
And later, we'll handicap Norman Reedus' chance of surviving the new season of The Walking Dead. But first, Jessica Chobot turns the Phantom camera on a water balloon.
Our intern Kyle has volunteered to take a water balloon to the face.
I'm so sorry. Kevin, look, special brownie.
Oh my God, Brownie! No!
It's awful. That is a hideous face.
Hey, why don't we see if your tweets are epic?
Do it.
You want to read one?
Chuck E. Milk. Well, Candace just did the Roger Rabbit. Great way to audition for a post-apocalyptic crew of road warriors.
Wow.
I also got the MC Hammer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What else you got?
I got lots of other moves, but I'm wearing a skirt today.
Show me the Spider-Man. Give me the...
Pow!
Yeah, thank you.
Pow!
Caught in a web of your sexy.
So sexy.
Ryan Palm says, Jessica Chobot, I think Kyle the intern has the best job in the world. Yes. I think, yeah. I question whether or not Kyle is paying us for the treatment that he's getting. Fazio
This
for America.
freaks me out.
I think we have a new auction for charity or disaster relief. Raised $100,000 and Kevin and Candace sit on a spider toilet.
Hell no! It is not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Come on, I sat on one with crabs before. It was
that's
at
how
a
you got
Red
them?
Lobster.
If you want to be a part of the show and end up on our Twitter wall, tweet us at AOTS or use the hashtag AOTS. Ew, get those things away from me.
What? I combed them all out. What?
How epic is this epic giveaway?
Oh, well, Peter Jackson spent a year filming it in the New Zealand mountains, so yeah. Candace, question for you, real quick,
What?
if I may.
What?
Do you want to go see a UFC fight?
You mean George St. Pierre versus Carlos Condit in Vegas?
Yes, that UFC fight. We got 2 tickets to the fight, plus airfare, plus hotel. I mean, it's all here for you. You're welcome.
To enter, visit our website at g4tv.com/epic giveaway. Get your entry in between now and Tuesday, October 4th at 3 p.m. Eastern to be eligible. We will announce the winners right here on tomorrow's show.
I like that there was extra enthusiasm for the guidelines. Oh, yeah, legal text, all right. Bring forth the news.
Me?
Yeah, you're reading it today.
I can fit into my schedule.
Okay.
It's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know. The feed.
It is Monday, October 3rd, and here are your top stories. Tomorrow's iPhone 5 event is almost here! That is, if it even includes an iPhone 5 at all. Multiple sources have picked up on the rumor that tomorrow's big iPhone event might include an updated iPhone 4S and no iPhone 5 at all. However, those reports are conflicting with a screenshot from a Radio Shack employee that points to an iPhone 5 that would be on Sprint. And the Wall Street Journal is also reporting that Sprint put in a massive $20 billion order for 30 million iPhone 5s, which might get them the exclusive rights. Either way, I'm pretty sure that if Tim Cook doesn't hit the stage with an iPhone 5 in his hands, the pitchforks and torches will be coming out. Yeah! We will have up-to-the-minute coverage of the Big Apple event on tomorrow's show, so don't miss it. Finally, good news for Arrested Development fans! This series might be making a TV comeback. Entertainment Weekly is reporting that creator Mitchell Hurwitz is in talks with Netflix and Showtime to produce a 10-episode miniseries. Hurwitz says his ultimate goal is to use the series as a launchpad for the long-awaited movie. Luckily, the show stars have all said they're keeping their schedules open. But earlier today, we got an exclusive chance to hear about what the show might be from executive producer Ron Howard. Whoa. No big deal.
What if we reintroduced in a very particular way, not really like the old episodes, but in a new way using the characters, but on TV, reintroduce the booths and everyone around them, and then let the actual reunion be the movie. Everybody at every studio and company is very supportive of the idea.
What else does he say? I guess you'll just have to wait for when Kevin talks to Ron Howard on Thursday's show. Recently, scientists around the world have been close to some major breakthroughs. A vaccine for HIV, rebuilding human brain cells, and now a pill that prevents you from getting drunk? What? I know, I don't get this. American and, of course, Australian scientists have been doing preliminary research on a stay sober pill that would work by tweaking the body's immune response to alcohol. It hasn't been tested on humans yet, but early tests on lab rats have proven effective in deterring boozy after effects. My guess is there won't be too much demand for this in Ireland, but I don't even get it. Why would anyone want to drink and not be able to get drunk? It doesn't even make sense to me. I guess y'all are indifferent.
Candace, you're drunk right now. Stop it.
I am always. And finally, speaking of major breakthroughs, a motorcycle is about to tour Japan thanks entirely to the power of human poop. Yes, I said human poop. Japanese throne manufacturer Toto has designed this one-of-a-kind three-wheeled motorcycle that runs on the methane in fecal matter. Using an onboard toilet and biogas digester, the rider just poops and voila, your bike is fueled.
I hope it works while you're in motion. I really do.
Sure
That's my only thing. Little toilet paper on the handlebar.
They say so long as the rider stays well fed, the bike could run indefinitely. I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess. To prove the concept works, it'll make a 500-mile journey to Tokyo. And yeah, that is a whole lot of poo. I'm Candace Bailey, and you've just been fed.
Yeah.
Now let's go over to Kevin. Kevin, what up with you?
Thanks, Candace. Street Bailey. In case you couldn't already sense the epicness, here's a reminder that Epictober has in fact begun. This week alone, we got Sarah Underwood chilling in Brazil. We got Candace, she's rocking out with Guar, why not? Oh, and then Bustus returns with a sexy new sidekick. We got tons more fun coming up, and to find out what other craziness is going on, you can check out g4tv.com/Epictober. It's that easy. Now, the rest of you there, you stay tuned because Zombie Slayer Norman Reedus is here live to talk about The Walking Dead's shocking new season. But first, how about some sexy slow motion? And it's not me, it's Jessica Chobot and some whipped cream.
because that's sexy.
Fail. You're dead. Major fail. Fail. Fail, 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 fail. You lose.
You know, every day I have to deal with zombie killing amateurs, so it's finally about time that I talk to an expert. I can't wait. Please welcome back Norman Reedus, everybody. You are just running off adrenaline and Cocoa Krispies and 5-hour energy drink. What is fueling you right now? Because you're in the middle of filming and flying around like mad.
Coffee, mostly.
Yeah?
I've had about 12 cups of coffee today, yeah.
Jeez.
We wrapped Friday at 4:30 in the morning, and then I took an 8 a.m. flight.
And you didn't, and you just powered through Vegas style, right? Just shot after shot until you got on the plane.
I'm still going, yeah. I'll probably fall down at any point.
As long as you don't Gerard Depardieu it and pee in an aisleway on a flight, we have no problem with that. That's good.
I might, actually.
True story, by the way. So I have to talk Walking Dead, of course. Because everybody's psyched for it. It's coming back, and it's interesting. Your character is not in the graphic novels. It was created for you. So did you have say in how your character would be intertwined in the story, or how your character would act and be?
Well, you know, I showed up on set, and I had lines, and they were all, you know, angry lines, you know. So I tried to make it like I lost my older brother, you know. So I tried to tear up in between throwing squirrels at people and trying to stab people, and so I tried to give
the
them
squirrels
some
were on the
layers.
page. You actually showed up with a squirrel you found on the road, right? And you're like, I'm going to make this part of the scene.
It was funny because I was like, do you want one of these? Do you want one of these? Like, how should I throw squirrels? But yeah, you know, we had the opportunity to go into the writers' room before the second season started, which was such a blessing.
Huge.
Yeah. So I'm trying to make him as complicated as possible, and with their blessing, they're letting me do a lot of stuff.
Did you stare fear right into the writers' hearts that if you get bitten, that maybe you'll come back and kick them in the teeth? Did you try that or no?
No, but I offered to sleep with them if they do what I want.
There you go. Yeah. That's the way to do it. Still hasn't worked for me. I mean, definitely slept with a lot of people around here, but haven't gotten a thing for it, other than a burn. So because you get to meet with the writers and have a say, then because everybody else, they kind of know their story arc a little bit because, well, they can spoil it by flipping pages. Do you have an idea what's going to end up with your character?
You know, I think I was sort of an experiment at first, so I didn't plan on staying there forever.
Right.
But I kind of have some ideas. You know, through talking with everybody and kind of seeing where it's headed right now, I kind of have some ideas where I'm going.
So what are you thinking? What are you hypothesizing? Why don't you lay us on it? It might be considered a spoiler or an exclusive. It's good for us. What do you got?
Well, I'm trying not to play him as somebody that has ever had like sex before. I'm trying to play him like just socially awkward as possible. You know, like he's a lot like Chandler in a lot of ways. But
except whipping dead squirrels around.
Except for that, yeah. But I mean, I can't say that I see like any sort of love interest. I don't think that'll happen. But I'm sure my big brother will show up sooner or later, and that could get ugly.
And it has sort of been exposed he's not the governor. That's
well, Frank said he wasn't the governor in some Comic-Cons and stuff, so I think I can say that. But
right.
Yeah, he's not the governor.
He did say at Comic-Con how season 2 was going to end. So if you want to just repeat that, you're totally clear to do that.
I really like this job. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it.
I bet. I love that you also you ride around a lot in between shoots and stuff. And are you new to the world of writing, or is this something a passion of yours for a while?
No, yeah, you know, I used to work at a place. I used to live in Los Angeles a long time ago, and I worked at a place called Dr. Carl's Hog Hospital, basically doing grunt work in a Harley shop. So I've been writing for a while. But out there, yeah, I have a Triumph Scrambler. There's a company called Hammerhead, Hammar Head, that takes old bikes and they sort of redo the. I
was gonna say that's
bikes.
a classic, and they're bringing them back and selling them like they're new, essentially.
Well, I mean, he gave me a bike with no miles on it, all brand new parts, but it's a more a beefier, modified Triumph. So I have that, and I bought a F-150 Ford pickup truck, 1979.
Oh, like a classic one.
Yeah, with like monster wheels on it. So I roll around Georgia and both.
They must love you. They must love you out there.
Yeah.
Like do they honk at you and go like, "Hey, where's the shotgun rack? You should put one of those on the back window."
Sort of. But you know, when you ride a motorcycle, you know, other motorcycles, you know, they give you one of these on the side.
Yeah, little, hey, what's up?
Trucks do that too. So I have
Really?
I have you know, badass rednecks going by.
I just need a
giving me-
1970s. I just need like a 1970s rust bucket and like 40 pairs of truck nuts, and then I'll get the howdy.
Totally.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
Thanks for letting us know the secrets of the road.
Yeah, baby.
Really, really a pleasure to have you back here.
Yeah.
I know you're exhausted, and I appreciate you coming out to chat.
I love this show.
Walking
yeah.
Dead.
No,
Thank you,
it's
Norman.
a pleasure.
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah,
Norman Reedus, everybody. Remember, The Walking Dead returns on October 16th on AMC. But right now, over to Miss Bailey.
Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome.
Do you have a love of cinema and a metric ton of cash? All right, well, if you do, listen up, because it's time to attack this high-end home theater awesomeness. When wealthy people want to see a movie, they don't go to the theater, they buy one. And what personal movie theater would be complete without a badass subwoofer? Cue the TRW-17. Looking more like a jet engine than a piece of sound equipment, this subwoofer is so powerful it requires a dedicated room for installation. Using the room as its reverberating chamber, it cranks out so much power that it would take more than 15 standard subwoofers to match it. More than enough power to shake your house off its foundation. You can pick up your very own floor-rattling TRW starting at around $13,000. But if you're looking to do more than just listen to movies, you'll want to get Barco's 4K digital projector. With its impressive 4K resolution, it has more than 4 times the resolution of any big screen TV. Weighing in at over 300 pounds, make sure you have a friend to help you install it, because lifting it is no easy task. You may also need a friend to help pay for it, with the price tag starting at $75,000. But if you're just too lazy to get the stuff yourself, then do what the rich do best. Hire someone else to do it. I get a British accent, I don't know, it was really bad. The guys over at Kipnis Studios can make it nice and easy with their custom-assembled cinema beta package. This marvel of home theater technology sports some of the highest quality audio-visual equipment in the world. With 3 projectors, 8 tower speakers, 16 subwoofers, 30 amplifiers, 20... You know what? Just trust me, it has everything it needs. It's a must-own for the rich bastard home theater enthusiast, and for the low, low price of $6 million. I know, that's a lot of money. Head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS for info on all of this high-end home theater gear and more. Stick around! Kevin's got a look at this weekend's Occupy LA rally. And we've also got the grand finale of today's slow-mo celebration. To get you excited, here's Jessica Chobot versus a car window.
Youth Gone Wild in slow-mo. Ah, I can do this.
My first time in a furry.
Are you going to be nervous the next time they ask you to jump in a furry costume?
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. Adam Sessler brings us his review of Bethesda's long-awaited post-apocalyptic first-person shooter Rage. Plus, we'll have up-to-the-minute coverage of Apple's big event. Will we have an iPhone 5? Find out tomorrow. And we've got the world premiere of Sublime with Rome's new music video, Take It or Leave It. See it tomorrow. All show long, we've been showing you amazing slow-mo clips taken with the Phantom camera.
Yeah, but now Jessica will show you the specs on the Phantom itself and make some unexpected things explode in slow motion.
As you've seen throughout the show, super slow motion makes everything look awesome. It's a scientific fact. Look it up. And what is it that makes slow-mo so cool? It's this baby right here, the Phantom Flex camera. The Phantom Flex camera is a super slow motion camera that shoots at 2,500 frames per second, records at 8 gigabytes per second, and all in glorious high definition. This camera was originally developed for the military to test ballistics, but the guys over at Vision Research have adapted the tech for TV and film. This sucker's called the Flex for a reason, mainly because of the interchangeable lenses. You can switch out any 35mm PL lens, which allows for a wide range of shots, or if you're too cheap like me, you can go ahead and get Hipstamatic for your iPhone. So taking all of those shots are great, but where are you gonna store them? You're gonna store them on this, the Cinemac. It's a 512GB flash memory device, essentially a ginormous one of these. So coming around here to the back of the camera, we've got our terminals, we've got a standard power cord, we've got an Ethernet cable that's running itself into the laptop which controls the camera, and we've got 2 HD SDI video outputs. So how is this camera able to shoot at such a high frame rate? Well, inside the body of this camera right here, there are a multitude of processors and RAM cards. In fact, the only thing that's moving is the fan to keep everything cool. So Jessica, you might ask me, how much does something like this cost? Well, everything you see right here costs about as much as it does to take me out on a date. A cool $250,000. So enough with the technical mumbo jumbo. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you destruction in stunning, super slow motion. Can I get a yeah? This is cooking an egg phantom camera style. Now I bring you phantom fountains. Now we have live ball baseball in slow-mo. Scientific proof that everything in life looks cooler in slow motion thanks to the Phantom camera. What are you guys doing? Ow! Wait! Oh! Wait, I cannot do this! Explosion!
America! Speaking of America, this weekend I went to the Occupy Los Angeles Solidarity protest and grabbed a flip cam and did this.
We occupy LA! Today! We occupy LA!
Yes, loud noises, cars honking, signs with mixed messages, and 99% of the population with tons of anger and nowhere to point a finger. Welcome to Occupy LA. We just marched from Pershing Square down to City Hall, and as you can see, the crowd is diverse as the message. So they're all out here just to show their support and to send the message, hey, you know what? Sometimes we'll get behind our Twitter streams, and sometimes we'll post angrily on Reddit, and sometimes we'll take to the damn streets.
We are the 99 Cent! We are the 99 Cent!
This movement started as Occupy Wall Street. Wall Street, banks, what does that all mean? Because my mind can't comprehend that. What is the problem?
The problem here? There's the top 1%. 1.1 of 1% is dictating everything that is happening in this country.
It's the fact that we are all working our asses off and getting a $250 paycheck for 2 weeks, and you look at the paycheck status, is all this money going to?
If you talk to anyone here, they will tell you that they are fighting against corporate greed. They buy our politicians, they buy our media, and undermine our democracy. We're not saying that we don't believe in capitalism. We're saying that we believe that these corporations and these millionaires and billionaires should pay their fair share of taxes.
Why are you out here today for Occupy LA?
Well, honestly, I believe that my brothers and sisters in the armed forces are not losing their lives and losing their limbs. You know, whatever the reason we're over there, it's not for Congress to take legal bribes. When a student athlete takes money or takes some type of benefit, it's called ruining the integrity of the game. But money into politics, the people that we vote to represent us, they take money from corporations, and it's called free speech, and we call corporations people. If they were really people, then they would be held accountable for their actions, but they're not.
That's the beautiful thing about it. You know, it started on Wall Street, and now look at it. This is a worldwide movement now. You know, all over the world now. You know, and it's not just what's what's happening to us Americans is actually affecting the entire world.
Oh, so many signs, so many mixed messages. And here's one that is confusing a lot of people. Look, not only do they want to gay marry, they want to gay marry illegal immigrant abortions. Now, some people see that, they think, oh, clearly you're trolling this event, you're trolling this rally, how dare you? Actually, no, I'm not. I'm actually kind of trolling everybody that gets outraged at minute moral arguments and completely ignores and misses the point that their government is bought, that Wall Street has been bailed out, the banks have been bailed out. People see this sign with these words on it and they get upset, and yet they've been completely taken advantage of and don't know any better. They should get upset about that. I hope we can raise an ounce of awareness today, and I hope the mainstream media starts covering this, and not in a, oh, let's poke fun at the way people look or the way they speak, but let's actually try to understand the underlying message and all the rage. Probably won't happen. Yeah, and I thank you guys for indulging that, and a huge thank you to G4 for actually allowing something like that to make air, which is something a lot of networks aren't doing right now, certainly, trying to get the real message out there. But, like, I know, again, our show's a little break from the real world sometimes, and sometimes politics is a tough issue to cram into a show with slow-motion egg breaking and armpit hair. But it's less of a political issue and more of a people issue, if you will. So thank you, guys. Thanks to Norman Reedus. Thanks to Jessica Chobot, our booty experts, and thanks to Slow Motion!